Oh, Dogs Live Forever. Yo, I didn't know if you'd be down to make merch. DM me. I thought that might be unobtainable. I should go live more often. Just now opportunities are coming up. Yet, DM me about merch. I would love to work on that. I might have kids. I feel like this messed up the whole thing. I don't really want to go live. I'm not gonna save this. It's only in the moment. I might have two kids. I'm not vegan. I have an album coming out on Friday. It's 5 songs. Um, that's what I'm here to promote. I was supposed to be doing this on Underground Underdogs thing, but Jack's phone overheated. So now I'm just on my own promoting my own music. It's so stupid. Oh my god. Why'd I kill Pete? Oh my god. Some people. We haven't talked about wedding planning yet. I'm trying to buy a house. You guys want to know? At 3 o'clock today, I had a call. How much of this do I want to reveal? At 3 o'clock today, I had a call with my finance people. I have like people, like a company that does my finances. They do like musicians' finances. And they handle mine for a fee, a percent of what I make. That's how it works. It's not like I'm rich and like, it's just I kick them some money when I make money and they handle my money. So I had a call with them and an investment agent. So what my business managers do is handle my money in the short term, 18 months. And then we met with an investment agent today to invest long term, which includes buying a house. Now, I wanted to buy a house soon, next week. They suggested that I wait a couple months. And I was going somewhere with this. I don't know. After that, I had a call with Universal Music Group about publishing. We'll see. Maybe I'll be writing for Shawn Mendes soon. So here's what happens, Zen. Zen, listen to this. I do want to buy the house immediately. I feel like I have the money to buy a house immediately. But my finance people don't want to be too risky with it because the finances of a musician are often volatile. So they're being conservative, which I understand and I want that. Oh shit, here's Jack. Hold on. Jack is coming. So, I don't know. Basically, Jack, I was telling a story,
About publishing.
kind of. Copes, yes, I do. This is the last question I'll answer. Copes, I do buy fruit without looking at the price. Duh. You need the fruit. What are you gonna do? Not buy it? So, I was talking about publishing. I was talking about buying a house. Basically, my investment people want me to have 15 to $30,000 more than I have net to buy a house.
Interesting.
Meaning, I can't just come up with $15,000. I need to you know, or I guess it'd be 15,000, 15 to 30,000 net. Meaning after the money that's been invested has been invested, I feel like I can do that in the next 6 months if I act aggressively. I think I can come up
But
with. I
How
think I
fair
could
can
come
be?
up, right? You think I could come up with $15,000 to $30,000 in the next few
Bro,
months, but um,
you cast spells, write checks. That's your,
I
that's the motto.
yeah, there might be some artistic liberty that I have to give up to do that.
You said like you might be writing for other people.
As part of trying to get a publishing deal, there's like two aspects to it, as far as I understand. There's the aspect where the publisher just serves as like a middleman that collects royalties where you might not know to collect them from. I'm not really
Right.
unsure how that works, but I mean, I'm kind of aware. But then there's also the aspect where publishers will put you in the room with other artists or writers so you can write for other artists. And Universal, the person I talked to at Universal deals more with people who write for other people. Um, so
That might be really exciting though, because you'd be able to like take do certain things you really couldn't as Wicca phase or
yeah, that's the plan. I have a lot of songs like that I thought might end up on my next album, and then I realized I really don't want to make a tropical house album, despite going through a 2 week phase where I was dead set on doing that.
yeah, that's
So
pretty
so
cool.
I'll give those to, you know, MGK or someone.
Yeah, I mean we need that collab. It's like really important,
I'm trying to write for him without him knowing it. That's my goal.
dude. That'd be please make that happen.
Yeah. So we were talking about Darby Allin real quick. I don't know how long you want to go. I'll just say that I know Darby Allin from being a fan of his. He had like a pretty meteoric rise um, in wrestling, in that he's just like naturally like physically gifted and like a natural risk taker. So in 2 years, he accomplished like he rose to the top way quicker than a lot of other wrestlers did, um, and his aesthetic was good. You know, his
Right.
aesthetic fit with Wicca Phase and stuff like that. Um, so
No, yeah.
I invited him to a show.
Right
I
up.
guess I don't know. We met that way. I invited him to a show, and then he came to a few shows, and I met his wife and stuff like that. And then he said he needed he signed to this company AEW, which is relatively new. They just got a TV deal. It started in like October or something like that. So he needed new music for that, and then I I did that.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna like talk too much longer, but so my iPhone overheated, and the reason why it's been overheating, I've never had that happen before. It literally showed a thermometer, and it felt like
Hmm.
it's because I went out and I cleaned my phone with real bleach because of like COVID and stuff.
Okay.
And you can use Clorox wipes on it. Just had I ran out of the wipes and you couldn't buy them like 2 months ago, you know? So I'm like, okay, like I can use like bleach on a paper towel. And then like I like put it down, let it sit for a second and I pick it back up and it's like I thought I destroyed my phone. Fucking idiot. And it's been like overheating ever since. I didn't think it happened during the live. I haven't anyway.
I don't
That
know. It happened the once. Half a nerdy. I am seeing these comments. It that happened to me once. I didn't put my phone in bleach or apply bleach at all to my setup.
that was bad. But yeah, I didn't want to end it like that abruptly.
No, me neither. I hope this didn't fuck it up though. Because are you going to I know you like to save the. You usually save the. Will it mess it up?
It will mess up the save, but I've actually like how I told you I was like planning on like maybe transcribing it and like
Oh,
including
true.
I
Yeah.
was I was like recording it on Audacity, so it's not completely lost. But that's annoying. I can't post it on Instagram, but whatever.
Yeah.
But I had like two more questions, and I guess you were already answering fan questions, and you don't want to do that.
Oh, fan questions? I'll answer more. I couldn't really keep up with them. And I ended up just talking about whatever I wanted to talk about anyway. So if you see any good fan questions, let me know.
Um, the one random question I want to ask you is, what's one conspiracy theory or UFO sighting that everybody should know about? Because apparently this is something you're also very into.
Yeah, I don't mean to keep. I feel like I keep qualifying my interests. Um, Conspiracies are tough now, especially now that conspiracy culture has been overrun by um
Weirdo.
here's a conspiracy theory that I think everyone should look into, and that is the overtaking of conspiracy culture, meaning the research and discussion of alternate anything, be it news stories or suppressed news stories or aliens or events or like, any sort of time travel, whatever, right? That sort of discussion is what I'm into. Just for whatever reason. It's fun to think about what might be possible and and see, entertain yourself with trying to find proof of that or proof that other people have found or alleged proof, right? But I I, I realize that um for example, I subscribed to r/conspiracy on Reddit, right? Maybe 3 years ago, and it was fun, and it was not toxic, and it for a conspiracy outlet, it wasn't political leaning one way or another. And Trump's um Trump has something to do with the way that it's been overtaken by his people in the sense that he's obviously weaponized a large portion of people and brought them into conspiracy culture, be it through QAnon, well, mostly through QAnon, but the overtaking of conspiracy forums and Reddits and things like that, and that's
Yeah.
worth looking into. There's a few like QAnon podcasts that are out there that are not talking about I wonder what QAnon means or Q means or like I wonder what these drops mean. Like who cares? No one knows what that is anyway. But it's more about the discussion of the culture and why people believe it and why people are so desperate now to latch on to some sort of thing that I'm afraid to even look at the comments right now. But you know, what causes them to latch on to this weird thing that's probably just like a Trump cabinet creation or something like that. Um, it's really strange because it never, when I got into conspiracies, I was not thinking that all the peers in those conspiracy forums would also be like shilling for Trump. Like that
Well,
makes no sense to me. I was like, what is that? And
when I think of conspiracy theories, I guess I should have thought of like that side of it, but I was thinking like aliens and like it's
I know you were. I know you were. And I was trying to save myself I'm just trying to protect myself because,
important
you
because
know what I mean?
I forgot about that side of things because I'm just totally not involved in it.
Yeah,
Weird.
it's, yeah, QAnon Anonymous. Someone, I can't see because there's like a weird white background. Nuclears, add nuclear. So yeah, QAnon Anonymous is a good one. That's the first one I listened to that kind of opened my eyes to what might be happening. Um, I just don't want people to think that I'm like some, you know, a conspiracy person in 2020 is like an anti-mask like hydrochloroquine chiller or something like that in July 2020. And it's hard to separate yourself and be like, listen, I my interests are in like the Hill abduction or something like that, or like Saturn worship and stuff like that. Saturn worship is a good one. People should look into that. People should also look into um, there's a good book called Programmed to Kill by Dave McGowan. He has two good books that I suggest people read. Programmed to Kill is about it's a conspiracy leaning book about the rise of serial killers in America
Oh, word.
and why that happened, you know, um, and it probably wasn't just one person killing 20 people and then other people being like, that sounds cool, I'm going to do that. There's some weird connections to look into there. He has another book called Strange Scenes Inside the Canyon, and it's about the counterculture movement of the 60s and 70s in rock music and how a lot of that was taking place in Laurel Canyon, which is was kind of a weird thing to happen at the time, but also maybe not a weird thing.
I've been
I don't
meaning to
know.
put that one out. Like how everybody's parents were like CIA operatives.
Yeah, there's that element to it, and Harry Houdini had some weird involvement there. I would look into that. Also, I mean, like the Saturn time cube stuff is really interesting. I don't fully understand it, even though I've written about it in songs, but I think writing about it was just a way to try and wrap my head around it. Um,
Yeah,
not not necessarily say that it's true one way or the other.
I was wondering how much this type of stuff like is involved in your music,
Sometimes
like
if I need subject matter, but
aspects. And,
yeah, if I need subject matter or if I'm doing a project that is like leans into my interests more than myself, I'll go to that stuff.
any wrestling conspiracies, someone asked.
Yeah, I mean, you could look up Jimmy Snuka obviously murdering his girlfriend or wife. I forget if they were married. That's one that's been well documented. Look up that one. Uh,
Kids,
yeah.
you see, this kid's talking about farts. He's been commenting for the past 5 minutes about
I,
farts.
I see. I know. I got nervous once we started talking about conspiracies. I got nervous and I stopped looking at the thing. Oh yeah, people should look into the Britney Spears thing that's going on. I don't even know if that's I mean, I guess it's a conspiracy against Britney Spears. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, it's wild how she like. I didn't realize the extent that it went to. Like, I knew that she had like no creative control, and her dad was like super controlling, but it's like she couldn't even have kids without permission.
Yeah, that conspiracy seems like something that people can do something about. Like there might be some sort of it's not well maybe it's not like a bureaucratic thing where we have to unseal these documents from the FBI to know the truth about aliens. It's like, there might be some sort of way that bringing awareness to Britney Spears' situation might help her, which is just interesting. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
hope she's good.
Yeah, I hope she's good too.
She's an icon. Um, Damn, it got dark.
I know. That's why I got nervous. We can lighten it up if people have questions. I do have plans with Pay for Pain. I'm in a band with them.
I think my last question is one my little brother wanted me to ask you is like, what is the best piece of advice you've ever been given? I think that
Um, I don't know. I think it's important to think about if you'd be proud. Someone told me that it came to songwriting and stuff like that, and like decision making in songwriting and like working in music. But like, think about if you'd be cool in 2 years with what you're releasing now, um, because that's not really something I didn't start thinking about until like maybe 5 years ago. Uh, where I was like, well, no one's gonna listen to this anyway, so I might as well just put it out. Who cares? It's cool in the moment. And now, you know, I think for me, it's important to, when I'm putting stuff down, whether it's like writing it or recording it or releasing it, it's important to be like, am I going to think this is bad in 2 years? Right. And there's no right or wrong answer to it, but that advice helps in a lot of different ways. It prevents you from trying to like stick with current trends and keep up with current trends and stuff, you know. Um, there's a lot, I guess, that you can, philosophize, you know what I'm trying to say. Philosophize. Uh, you
You
know.
like put everything into perspective, kind of.
Yeah, you can apply that to every aspect of your life, you know. Am I going to be cool with if I start these hard drugs now, am I going to be cool with this in 2 years? And the answer is probably no, you won't be, so you shouldn't do it now. You know, it can apply to a lot.
When did you start kind of putting that into practice?
Probably around Secret Boy, when I was like, you know, I have to try really hard. I have to like, I can't just do stuff just to do it. You know what I mean? I have to, I have to, I have to do something important. I guess I don't know, not important, but I have to do something cool and that will still be good. I have to do something like that's substantial. That's the word. I mean, Secret Boy was probably the first time I did that. I mean, there's instances before, but that's when it really started kicking in.
I mean, yeah, you can listen to that today and it sounds just as good.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, if you wanted to answer like a few fan questions, I was saving that to the end, and then my phone overheated. So,
Um,
or we
I'm,
can wrap.
I I don't know. Ask what. I'm talking to the chat now. If you want to ask questions, I'll answer them for like 5 minutes, if that's cool. But I'm only gonna answer ones that I feel like answering or that I can give good answers for. Rookie Badge Chaser, what do you want to know about Ultra Club? Audrey is at work right now. Duh. Um, will there be a coward tape anytime soon? Probably a song before a tape.
That's something I was wondering if that project was kind of deaded almost. 'Cause I
Not
remember,
really. It just kind of folded into Misery Club.
right?
Um, yeah. Uh, it just kind of folded into Misery Club, and then, but I don't know. I just sent John a song for like a Wicca Phase project that I'm doing, that I didn't mention before, and that'll be like an unofficial Coward song. I'd love to collab with Dana Dentata. No, I don't believe in Thelema. I'm also not Wiccan. That's a question we can get right out of the way. The name's just like a joke. Wicca's fan page. Not sure how you knew about that collab. For a while, I was trying to work with Leftover Crack. Um, might not be dead yet. Don't have any more Clarence Casino songs. Jack, jump in at any point if there's any that you see that you really want me to,
Yeah, I'm gonna see.
you know. I am trying to work with Nicole. She has a song that I sent her years ago that's still pretty good. I think it's good. Um, so I'm waiting for her to get on that. Bones, I don't know. I'd work with Bones again. I feel like there's might be some beef, not between me and him. Sometimes there's beef, between GBC and as a whole and other people
Yeah,
that do you have any questions about that?
well, I mean, you know, I kind of know some people in Sesh. I know a lot of people in GBC very well, and like I know people in Drain Game and Sad Boys through interviewing them. And like from my understanding, most of this beef is between fans. It's like there's like kids who are like only Drain Game fans and they fucking hate GBC and they think GBC stole everything from Drain Game. And then there's same people on the Sesh side. And then there's people like me that like likes everybody and is like, what the fuck, guys? Like,
I know I kind of like everyone too. Well, that's not true, but I, but like I have no beef with anyone. You know, I don't.
I
And
know,
there's times when GBC does have beef with people, and usually I'm left out of it. Um, I don't, you know, I don't really know how to handle those situations because I think a lot of times when people start shit with GBC, they don't really know who they're talking. Like they have one specific person in mind, and
yeah,
for whatever reason, think that it's cooler to just go after the group as a whole. And there was some dude. I'm not going to mention his name. He doesn't deserve it, but like he was going after GBC, saying the worst stuff about us, and he wasn't even talking about anyone in GBC. He just had his facts wrong. He's talking about someone else who's never even affiliated. Like
weird.
he can chill, stuff like that's so annoying. And then there's times when like yeah, like Black Cray, kind of he released a song that was like kind of a GBC diss,
I
but I don't
remember.
even. Yeah, I mean, I think about that. Try to call me.
Uh,
Um, I think about that Black Cray thing daily. Like that affected me because I'm a fan of his, and like we've never talked really. And I know he wasn't talking about me, but it's like in those instances where I'm like, well, you know, maybe don't speak on a group. you know, I don't know, but everyone else seems cool with him, and the parties that were involved in that Black Ray thing seem to have worked it out. So I guess
right.
so I guess it's cool. I don't know. I'm like afraid that he hates me because I'm a fan of his. I
I
don't
mean,
know. What was that?
does he follow you?
Nah.
Interesting. I mean, I don't know. It's like I think like sometimes the beefs like totally make sense, and then sometimes it's just like, damn, I wish everybody would be cool and like maybe collaborate together. It's a very interesting dynamic. Because like I don't know if you know like with Drain Game, everyone's talks about this one shirt that like they say like I forget who made the shirt. I think maybe it was Yawns.
No, it wasn't. I know what you're talking about, but keep going. It wasn't Jan's though. It was just some designer, but keep going.
And like so like I don't think I've ever seen anybody in Drain Game, and I can't speak on anybody's behalf. This is just my observations that I don't think anybody in that group has said anything about this shirt, but like it comes up in the subreddit every so often. Like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, like justification to hate GBC. I just think it's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I don't even know where that shirt came from, to be honest. It was just like uh I don't know. It was like an outside designer. Uh Another weird thing about Goth Boy Click, this is the last thing I'll say about this, but like this, but like a lot of people in Goth Boy Click have the same manager um who doesn't manage Goth Boy Click, but manages like five of the people in it. So uh sometimes things get a little lost in translation um, because there's outside parties involved. Managers always seem to have a way of you know, putting their paws on everything because that's their job, I guess. But like, I don't have a manager right now, and I'm not one of the five people that's managed by the people that manage five other people in Gothboy Click. So, stuff like that. Maybe we would have caught that. Maybe we wouldn't have even designed it ourselves, but I don't know. Jans does like all of our designs when it comes to merch drops for the most part, except for that one time. And that one time, it upset the Drainers.
That I didn't know.
And I love Drain Gang. Love them. I'm like a fan. Like a fan in the way that like I'm a fan of like anyone's a fan of any artist. It's not like some weird like, oh, he's another artist and I respect what he's doing. It's like I'm a person
You,
who appreciates a certain type of thing in music and like Drain Gang does it like across the group. So I don't
yes,
know.
someone said like, have you listened to Blade's new project yet?
Yeah,
You know the song Mean Girls?
yeah,
Someone was like, Wicca should have been on that song too, like back of the club with the Mean Girls. Like,
yeah. I could
yeah,
have,
I know collab is probably never gonna happen, but it'd be cool.
I emailed him once and I was like, uh, just like introduce myself. And he got back to me. Blade did. And he was, we just talked, but it's kind of always, I don't know. I don't really like, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. But we've talked once and, you know, it is what it is. But I like him. And hopefully one day that'll happen.
Yeah, it'd be cool. And same with like, I don't know, just the collectives would be cool because
Yeah.
you guys are all so important in your own right.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Thank you. They are definitely. I'm sure GBC is important to some people. Um, I just remembered that I did also have another interaction with Blade and Echo when I played this festival like 3 years ago in the Czech Republic, and they were. I just got to the hotel where all the artists were staying, and they were in the elevator with me, and I um just told I was like, "Hey, I love your music," but I didn't introduce myself or anything like that.
That's
And they,
cool though.
yeah, and they were like, "Oh, we're playing in like 20 minutes." So, um, I don't know where I'm going with that. I guess I don't
Did,
know.
did you see him play? I mean,
Oh yeah, they were real good, really good. It was an awesome festival. Yeah, it was a creepy TP festival, an awesome, awesome festival. Um,
I miss shows.
yeah, that I don't even care much for shows. I just like if every show could be like that festival, I would do it. I'll
Well,
answer one more question. Is that cool?
yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah, EDT 005. I will stop in 1 second. Oh my God, people talking about Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's one kid that maybe should have been kicked.
This might be why I don't go on live.
I don't blame you. It was
Um,
tame in when it was my live.
what was that?
It was pretty tame when it was the Underground Underdogs live, but someone said I had no soul.
I don't think that's true.
I got
Melvin, do you have a question? I'll take a question from what
no,
oldest song represents current you? I like that question. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll answer it on Twitter or something like that. Uh, most influential musician. I apparently lost the ability to talk during this. Phil Elverum from like Mount Erie is like my favorite
oh, true.
ever, ever, ever. Just in every sense. He's another one where like I look at him and I'm like, that's what I want to be doing. Like I want that sort of credibility as a songwriter, and I want that sort of autonomy with my career, where he's doing everything himself pretty much and doing it so well. So I don't know.
That's something I was gonna ask you maybe too, so I'm glad you chose that one.
Yeah, man, he is so good, and
He's dope.
yeah, I get like depressed thinking about how good he is, to be honest. I'm just, it's like maybe one day I'll be there.
Bro.
That's all I keep saying. Like I've been saying that since I was 15 years old. Like maybe one day I'll get there. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
Thanks so much for speaking with me, man. Uh, EP out this Friday, merch as well. Everybody check that out.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, I think I lost your sound. Thank you for having me.
Peace, man.
Bye.